And welcome to this week's edition of JPTV. This week I want to talk to you about being realistic on your asking prices for either a sales or rental property. So what you need to think about and consider whenever you're putting your asking price down is always to have a look on the market and see what else other things are on the market for. So see what recent sales have been made and also see what current rental values are. Sometimes, especially when landlords or vendors don't live in the area, and for example with this being Manchester and they live down south, their comparisons, they will be thinking about southern prices. And you have to remember that prices between the north and the south are hugely different. And obviously properties are worth a lot less up here in the north. So always be realistic and don't be greedy. If you are being greedy and you're thinking, no, I definitely want this sum, then ultimately it can hinder your property. What will happen is your property will go on the market, and because buyers are aware or tenants are aware of exactly what things are worth and exactly what things have been on the market for, because quite often they'll have been looking for a while, they will know that your property is overpriced. Then ultimately what happens is it sits on the market and it'll sit there and it'll sit there, and it will show on Rightmove how long exactly your property has been on there. What it will also show is when it comes to the time when you think, yes, it must be the price and I am going to reduce the price, it will also show on Rightmove that the property and the price has been reduced. So what I would suggest is, if you don't want it to show that, the property needs to be re-advertised as if it is a fresh property, so it hits the market again and gets sent out to everyone who's looking. But the main thing that I would say is just be realistic and be honest about your price and also what your property is worth, and don't overstretch it just so you can get that few money, £1,000 more, because it will hurt your bottom line and it will of course hurt your property and make it look a bit stale on the market. That's all for this week, and I'll speak to you next week.